Hi everybody, welcome back to Rambling Rose Farmhouse. I'm Missy and I'm happy to have you here today. Today I'm going to show you our new greenhouse that we got. I'm going to show you what we did before we had the greenhouse, and so kind of what this is replacing. And I hope that this might help you if you are in the market for needing a greenhouse for your plants and things. Okay, so we have to get this thing all covered back up tonight, and you can see the wind is already blowing pretty bad. Makes it a little bit more difficult. We've got to get it covered and then get those heat lamps on because we're going to be below freezing. So this is our makeshift greenhouse. Plant protection.
And we have really moved up in the world.
We're trying to move up in the world. I've been wanting a greenhouse for a really long time. We really need one because we always have a lot of plants that we have to deal with in the winter time. Even though it's not freezing here all the time, we do have some bad freezes and we have to be able to protect our plants. We had one just a few weeks ago. It was really cold and it's fixing to get really cold again. And so a greenhouse is going to be really helpful. The other thing is every year I start plants from seeds for our garden, and this year, since my mom is living with us, I don't really have a good place to do it inside, and so I think that's the other reason that we needed to go ahead and get a greenhouse. So technically this greenhouse was my Christmas present from my husband, and I have to say, we've been married for almost 42 years and he has never surprised me, totally surprised me, caught me off guard with something like this before. He has surprised me before, but I was suspicious or I had an idea that I knew what was going on. And this year I was totally shocked. when he gave me this greenhouse for Christmas. But he knew I had been wanting one, and so he did all the research and everything, and he picked this one out for us. So I'm just going to give you a tour of it. It came in 2 big boxes, which I didn't film that, but it came in 2 big boxes, and then it was all of the pieces. Him and my granddaughter put it together, so it wasn't hard to put together, and you'll see it was pretty easy to move.
The rebar, welded a thing to it, drilled 2 holes in it. Whatnot.
So like I said, this came all boxed up, and it had all the little pieces labeled with instructions on how to put it together. It's got a really nice door, you know, that latches and stays closed. We actually put this thing in place last night, and then we had like a huge windstorm that came up, and so it did okay. I was a little bit worried about it during the night, and I am thinking that we may have to take extra precautions with it when we have a hurricane coming, because that's always major. But so far it did withstand the wind last night, and like I said, it was pretty bad. So we set the greenhouse up right next to this little row of flowers, and I noticed today we have a bloom just starting to bloom. I really like having things that bloom during the winter too. And now we just have to get some shelves and things to finish it off, but it's just about ready to go. So we're going to be getting it finished up and moving our plants into it really soon. So the size of this one is 6 by 12, and it's got the door, it's got some vents. I'm going to show you all of that, but it's really nice. I am really shocked at how much warmer it is in this greenhouse than it is out here right now, because it's pretty cold and windy out here. So it's just really exciting. I will go ahead and give you a link in the description to the actual one we got. I think they make the same model in a lot of different sizes too, so if you needed bigger or smaller or whatever, this is a really pretty good size. A lot of plants are going to fit in here. and I think it's going to work really good for what we need, right now. So anyway, I just thought you might like to see it. So I'm going to take you inside and show you what the inside looks like. It's so much warmer in here than it is outside. It's unbelievable. And so this one has these vents that you can open up to help control the heat. And it has different heights that you can do it at. I'm actually a little bit worried that it's going to be too hot in here for our plants during the winter. It's got another vent down here, so it's got one toward the front of the greenhouse and it's got one towards the back. Because here in Louisiana, like, it's really cold here today, but yesterday it was in the 70s. And so I don't know how hot it was in this greenhouse, but it was pretty warm. So I'm not sure if the vents will, be enough that it won't be too hot in here for our plants when we have hot days. The first thing we're going to have to do before we can move them in is get a thermometer in here so we can figure out how hot it is. And then we're going to put some shelves down one side probably, and probably leave the other side open to put our bigger plants and things in here. So, and my plan is to go ahead and start my seeds in the greenhouse because I don't really have any place to do it inside. So thank you for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed this video and maybe learned something from it. If you have been thinking about getting a greenhouse or wanting one, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you back again next week.